Part 1. White Clouds. Heartstring Moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Hello everybody, Ragtag Segvy here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode we cleared our mock battle and now time to return to the academy. Hey, once we are done with loading. When you attack an enemy in range, one of your more units will trigger a link attack. Trigger link attack, you avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Link attacks between certain units also might raise might. There are new places to explore in the monastery. We also receive 5,000 gold from the Church of Saros, funding our month's activities.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
Let's do our best.
The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
We skip that Sunday and go to a birthday. Annette's birthday. Let's get her some flowers. We are currently connecting. You have allies who can take beginner exams. Take a look at the certifications to review what they can take. The monastery holds events with various effects, such as those with increased benefits, the share a meal activity for certain characters. These events will appear on the calendar. Explore on your days off to participate. Traveling to Abyss. To travel to the Abyss, speak with the shifty merchant near your quarters. To return to the entrance of the map, or far into the monastery area. So we can currently take the exam. So let's class change into a Maradon.
new path to tread.
Now let's explore the monastery. From the map screen, you can travel instantly to places you've already been. Press R to open the map and select a destination, and press A to fast travel. Press X to see where to find each character and facility at your selected location. The girl's voice, what could it mean? Well, let's run around and see what we can find.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
So now in this phase, we can start trying to recruit other students.
Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time. I know I'm in a different class, but you're the only other person here who's learned from Captain Gerald.
This person isn't interested in joining the house yet. So each character does require certain requirements. They will usually require you to be proficient in a certain stat and skill. So for Leone, she wants me to be good at strength and lances before she's willing to join me.
Professor, it's...
I wanted to talk to Gerald. Oh, I was talking to Gerald.
I have a request.
A real battle this month, huh? I hear even the Knights of Saros are involved. I never taught you much about tactics, but there's a primer on it in my room. Give it a read.
Okay. Good deal.
Hello, Anna.
There. Are you that new professor everyone's talking about? Name's Anna. I'm a merchant who slings wares all across Fodland and beyond. I come in here all the time, so I'm sure our paths will cross more. Hopefully, much more.
So this is Anna. She wasn't in Three Houses originally. You do see an Anna, but you don't see this particular Anna. This Anna, I believe, was added in a free update. I think she was one of the free updates, because I don't think she was a part of the DLC. In any of the waves of the DLC, I think she was, really? Only one item. Wow, you're being really poor. Or Amiibo Casibo. But, yeah, she was added in a free update. But anyway, also Anna is a very special character as she's appeared in a majority of the Fire Emblem games. I think there's only maybe 2 or 3 Fire Emblem games she doesn't make an appearance in whatsoever. I think it was Path or Dawn. She makes an appearance in the game's tutorial. But doesn't make an appearance in the actual game itself. But yeah, she's been pretty much a stapled character who's appeared in almost every Fire Emblem game. Again, I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 games she wasn't in. And I believe it was through Awakening it confirmed basically the Anna family, it has the Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy syndrome, where every female is named in the family is named Anna, and they're all merchants. I think the only thing that sets them apart is potentially their outfit, and how they do their job as a merchant.
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Ah, Manuela, and your luck with men. Yeah, so we got a knight here, so he's going to prevent us from going over and exploring those parts of the monasteries. And why did I say monastery as in plural? I want to say just monastery, but we got a nice little garden area. So let's run back in. Ooh, we should actually look. Yep, I was about to say, it's like, I think there's items here. I should properly check.
Right.
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it?
I will tell Manuela.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Bernadetta.
What is it? I'm not doing anything.
Hey, what's this cake egg doing out here?
Cake? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
Oh, that's the correct answer if you want to get some free support points on Honor. It's like, hey, what's this cake doing out here? It's like, that is a bit... Oh, I love Bernadetta.
Have we met? No. Sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
Please.
Let's do some gardening. First, let's harvest our plants. Ew, that was a poor harvest. So let's mix in some of these. Cultivate. Ooh, we got a decent yield. Let's do that. Planting seeds. A list of different seed types and how best to plant them. It's a wealth of knowledge for aspiring gardeners.
Hello. If you'll excuse me.
Right, so what's your recruitment requirement?
Professor. Hello. Excuse me. I have to go.
Interested, so she wants magic and writing. There is an easier way to recruit your students, because some students do have very ridiculously high requirements for certain skills. But there is an easier way to get them. A list of different types of fish that could be caught in the fishing pond. It's downright comprehensive. Everyone's catching big fish today. That's right, because if we go to our calendar, today's events are loads of large fish and bonding bites. Let's do a bit of fishing. So big fish, usually big fish and rare fish are usually indicated by red fish icons. Got a bullhead. And I should have waited. Let's just fish one more time. Really? How is that not a perfect? The queen roach. Yep, just double checking to make sure I'm not missing items. Hooking a fish. A sheet of paper with carefully cultivated information about different types of fishing bait. Best as tackle practices, whoever wrote this knew a great deal about fishing. So yeah, there is an easier way to get your students, but I'll mention it a little later.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
Fun. So here we have access to the marketplace. This is where we're going to be spending a majority of our money. Currently, there are 2 shops open, being the item shop, where, as the name applies, we can buy various items like shields, healing items, and seals, and various other things.
Please come again.
You can also sell things if we want to. And here's our weapon store. We can buy various weapons here if we want to. So we're going to be coming here to buy a lot of weapons, because this is one of the few modern Fire Emblem games where you have durability, and durability sucks. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to bring back durability in this game.
You can't be serious. I need your help.
I've been sharing my food with the hungry pups and kittens, but there's a lot of them. Can you help me out? Sure. So now we can interact with cats and dogs. To feed the dogs and cats of Garrick Mark, select a food item from gifts. The animals don't care much for food embedded with magic, but fish, produce, and meat are enjoyable for them. If you give food to the dogs and cats, you may get something in return. The animals can get full, however. If that happens, find another animal to feed. How would you like a fish? Looks happy.
Thanks.
Thanks for helping me out. Let's work together to take care of all our little furry friends, okay? Say, do you have a favorite, Professor? It's okay to have one. You know. Even if I love them all.
So...
we found the Great Hall.
You look bored. Care to duel?
A duel?
What? I just wanted to spar.
You there! We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
That's good to hear. Hey, Eloise.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
And he's gone. What quest? Oh, there's a quest in here.
Right. I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
I honestly prefer sweet.
Ooh, same. I'll definitely remember that. Huh? You think I would be a good fit for your class? I'm not sure. There's still a lot I want to learn from my current class. Sorry to disappoint.
So her requirements are magic and faith.
Would you kindly do something for
I'm
me?
fresh out of recipe ideas. Say, perhaps you could find some for me. Maybe a student or the library cookbooks can spark some inspiration. Let me know, will you? Sure. These bonding bites. There's a menu to bring professors and students together. Effects are enhanced when dining with students from your own house. So we can dine with our own house, but also it's best to dine with the other students so you can build up your friendship with them.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
The reason you want to build up support with students that are not in your class is because it actually makes them easier to recruit.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
I honestly prefer the cold.
I have agreeance. In Bridget, I am able to be wearing much lighter clothes.
Oh, hello, Tomas.
What about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Interesting.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that will be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick.
You don't look busy to me.
Ah, you can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
I was thinking.
Spot Sylvain. Sylvain is an interesting character. I'll mention this after we talk to him.
Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it? What's up, Professor? You need something from me? Hey, I got a girl waiting. Well, two. They don't know about each other. I mean, can we talk later?
Doesn't seem interested in joining it. He wants character and reason. Now, Sylvain is special. If you're playing as a female Byleth and you go to recruit him, you will bypass this check and he will automatically want to join your house. Oh, it's because he's a bit of a womanizer. He's willing to join you if you are a female Byleth.
The Knights of Saros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros. There are many orders of knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Saros. As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Saros and the knights.
Will do.
Really?
Let's head across and check out this place.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
I'm ready.
All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Geert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
I look forward to that.
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
And here's the cathedral.
I hear the Officers' Academy of the monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
Interesting.
I have a favor to ask.
Been thinking about starting a choir, and I need a volunteer who can help me get it off the ground. Can you help me find some students who love music? Sure.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
That's right.
Me too. Shall we pray together? Oh, you want me to join your class? Well, I'm already having so much fun in my current class. Sorry to disappoint, but I'll have to decline.
So she wants magic and bow.
There's something else. It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor?
Not exactly.
I see. The truth is, I am not a particularly devoted believer either. But it would be unbecoming for a noble like me to neglect his prayers, wouldn't it? It would seem that your reputation is on the rise. Even Lady Rhea has taken a liking to you. It's a shame I am not in your class, but I suppose I am content with my current arrangement.
So Lawrence wants character and reason.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macuel, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Sethlin! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. I have something to ask of you.
The Western Church, which rules over the western parts of Fodlan, has lately made some strange troop movements. If you hear anything concerning, be sure to let me know. Will do, Sedif. Here are the statues. Saint Indec. A statue of Saint Indec, one of the four saints. It is said that he was known for his wisdom and dexterity, though unskilled in the art of human interaction. He used his gifts to help those in need. He was also an adorable warrior who slew countless foes on the battlefield. Saint Markel. Oh, statue of Saint Markel, one of the four saints. It is said his gift for strategy was unparalleled. He served as the chief tactician of Saint Seros and was a pioneering figure for the master of magical arts. A statue of Saint Keyhole, one of the four saints. It is said that he was a compassionate yet stern figure. Though his faith was true, he was able to perform miracles. He is the father of Saint Sethlin. The statue of Saint Sethlin, one of the four saints. It is said that she was a beautiful and kind soul who beloved by all for her empathy and ability to heal severe wounds. She's the daughter of Saint Keyhole. Alright, so let's look out here. Generally that well usually has an item in it. Now let's just check the surrounding area and get for items.
Okay.
Got a lot of cats. Okay. Let's fast travel over here.
I see. Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with?
About the teachings of Seros.
Believers live their lives by her sacred wisdom. Please use the library's vast resources to learn more. I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
Will do, Rhea.
What? Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Seros. Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble, those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Interesting, interesting. Let's go to our father's room and grab his book.
Thanks for your help.
I chose some knights to help you out. They will be deployed in your next battle. I'm sure you'll be able to make good use of them. We get a bunch of battalions. access menu to use, store, or take or swap items from your units. Items cannot be carried or will be sent to the convoy. Access ability to change our combat arts, use battalions, and reclass units if necessary.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Interesting. And so let's head to the library. Now I forget if any of the books change, because I know throughout the game the books do change, so... Again, if you want to read the books, do pause the video. Because yeah, these will take a while to read. I do know that the books periodically change during each chapter, so... there are some repeating books, I'm sorry, but I don't know which ones stay and which ones change.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
Register of Pioneer Noble Houses of the Etruscan Empire, da-da-da. These are all the houses. The Illustrious Cookbook, cooking recipes with illustrations that make them easier to follow. The Tantalizing Cookbook, cooking recipes that make you hungry just reading them. They'll probably help out the head chef.
I'm so glad to be a student here, if only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan, I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself.
You can learn so much from books.
I agree. They're brimming with the knowledge and experience of our ancestors. Ah, Professor. What an honor that you would come and talk to me. I'd like to learn more about you. Maybe someday you can add me to your class.
See, so he wants dex and authority. Yeah, this is a long book. Let me see, let's grab the classic cookbook, cooking recipes that have been used since long ago. Alright, so we'll go see the head chef the next time we're in the kitchen. Okay, let's head downstairs.
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Hey there.
Alright, so we're almost done going around the entirety of the monastery.
Perhaps. For some students, this will be their first time stepping onto a real battlefield. It's important that they're mentally prepared. As for me, do I look green to you? Is there anything else you wish to ask me about regarding spending your time at the monastery or battles?
Sure, tell us about these two new things.
Just as students have much to learn from other students, professors can also share their knowledge with each other. You should consider seeking instruction from Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela. I think you'll find their insight quite interesting. You
increase your skills by training with knights and professors in the monastery. Use the the faculty training option to benefit from their wisdom. As the story progresses, faculty training will become advanced drills. Use this option to learn from any unit with higher skill level than your own.
Which house a student is assigned to depends on where they're from. That said, each professor has their own area of expertise. So if a student is adamant about it, it is possible to switch someone from one house to another, pending your approval, of course. If you become closer with the students by partaking in the various activities around the monastery, you'll be able to talk to them about such things.
To recruit students from other houses, you need to meet their requirements. Each student proficiencies in different stats and skills. It's easier to recruit students who like you, so try building up your support level with your students you would like to recruit. Recruiting non-students will become available for recruitment as the story progresses. So yes, this is why you want to have lunch and whatnot with them, because if you build up your supports with them, they become easier to recruit. They may even potentially come to you to want to join the class,
fully accept the
which
necessity
bypasses
of
all their
freedom
requirements.
From time to time, but it is still a surprise to be tasked with punishing bandits without warning. It is a rather different sort of mission. It makes me wonder what the Archbishop is planning.
Because yeah, I think C is lowers their stats, their requirements a bit, and then B lowers it again. But they also have a chance to join you when you're teaching your class.
Thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him. Huh? You're inviting me to join your class? I'm really flattered, honestly. But I still have a lot left to learn in my current one.
So he wants character and lance. See, doesn't look like there's anybody in here.
Professor! Frigid, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
We got some intel. Pretty sure Sedif would like to hear this.
That reminds me.
To the training grounds.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
I know you what you want to hear.
I knew it! When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top. Good to see you, Professor. Did you need something from me? I was just on my way to train, so I'm pretty busy. We can talk soon.
So he wants strength and heavy armor.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
Yeah, I don't think that's a cloth, Caspar.
And now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better. Hi, Professor. Did you need something? I've actually got plans, so let's talk some other time.
So she wants dex and flying.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure, but don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out. Join me for some training sometime. I'm interested in your sword technique. I might like to become your student someday, but not today.
So he wants speed and sword.
Here's an idea.
Professor. It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
I hear you've been tasked with hunting down bandits, right? Meanwhile, my class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission. Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the knights, too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
Anyway, let's quickly take the Sifty Merchant down to Abyss. Dogs and cats gifts. I love that this is a thing. And here is the Abyss. Let's talk to the Invisible Man.
You're from up top, right? What business do you have here? Wait a minute. Ah, got it. You're that new professor, aren't you? I suppose that means I have to let you pass. I guess, welcome to Abyss. This town is full of rough and toughs, so watch your back down here.
So the Abyss was added for the Cindered Shadows DLC.
Hey, what are you looking at? I don't want any trouble. Get lost.
You need to, I believe, have played Cindered Shadows up to, I think it's either chapter 2 or 3, to unlock Abyss as a location you can travel to.
Need something?
In exchange for your renown, the influencer will gather more people to Abyss for you. This will unlock new activities, quests, and more. Now, the more annoying thing is that, from what I can remember, it looks like it doesn't keep your upgrades that you give Abyss.
This one?
Which is dumb.
This one?
Because there's another thing you can use Renown for, and it keeps that in New Game Plus, but for some reason I did all the upgrades here and it doesn't want to keep them.
Come on.
But also, you can find some special new students down here known as the Ashen Wolves.
Who are you? Wait, shut up. Let me guess. You're that new professor, right? You just started teaching up on the surface.
How did you know that?
Even here, people have been talking about you. Not that the gossip got everything right. I heard you were beautiful, but obviously that was an exaggeration.
So we can recruit the Ashen Wolves. You need to have played up to a certain point to recruit each member of the Ashen Wolves. But if you do so, you can just recruit them. They require no requirements for joining.
What? You want to know if I can help out? I've got time, but I don't want to spend it all serving the church. Don't make that face. Fine, fine. I'll back you up.
I'll invite you to join my house.
Yeah, sure thing. You know, I've never really had a teacher before. And it'll be my first time at the Officers Academy. Sounds like fun.
Happy as join our house. I'll go over some of their the Ashen Wolves' personal skills and stuff a little later. Right to the scrap heap. Once a moon, you can find items here the residents of Abyss may have discarded. Many of these will have already been used. The more you use the influencer services, the more items you'll be able to pick up. So we found a sword and a horse slayer. If you don't want to repair these, so that way they could be good for using, you can always just sell them off to get a little bit of extra cash. Oh, right, I forgot. I should speak to Happy because she would have a new dialogue.
And who might you be? Not an Abyssian, that much is clear at a glance. A visitor from above, perhaps? With what purpose?
I was just looking around.
Sure, I must have misheard you. Either that, or you haven't the slightest inkling of where you are. Oh, but of course!
course. You must be the new teacher specially appointed by Lady Rhea. That is it, yes? Rumors have been flying underground about you. Well then, I am Constance von Nouvelle. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, have you come to beg my assistance? Then rejoice, for you have the aid of a Nouvelle. You did come seeking my aid, yes? Hopefully with something befitting my station? An assignment for the Officers Academy? How splendid! I was a former attendee there myself, you know. I shall be a model of grace in my duties.
Constance has joined.
Come to invite me to a lesson or some such, have you? I prefer not to be above ground during the day when I can help it, unless there are storm clouds above.
If anybody knows about Constance's character, you know why she tries to avoid sunlight.
Whoever you are, it doesn't matter much to me. But I do advise getting out of here before you get tangled up in trouble. Unless you've been sent here under someone's orders. In which case, I'll happily show you a good time.
I got lost and stumbled upon this place, I think is what built his support.
I find the likelihood of you stumbling into Abyss pretty suspect. Huh. You're that mercenary turned professor, aren't you? The one who showed up at the monastery kinda recently. Yeah. You're the one I've heard so much about. Well, I guess it's fine you're here then. You can call me Yuri. You'll want to remember that, if you ever come down here again.
Let's recruit him.
Want my help, Sure, why not? But I don't do anything for free. In exchange, let me attend the lectures you give those noble kids, yeah?
Sure.
Deal? Come on by whenever you need me. If you're wondering why I won't come up to you, it's because I've got people to watch over in Abyss.
He's joined our class, and he's one of my favorite characters in this game.
Bit of a trek coming all the way down here, huh? I'll be helping you out now. But just so you know, my life is still down here. If you can't find me in the classroom on the surface, you'll likely find me here instead. Can you take care of something for me?
And a professor who was dismissed from his position at the Officers Academy has made it his home here. He could be kind of a mentor to you. Talk to him and maybe you can learn a thing or two. Will do. Let's go and quickly speak to Happy.
Oh, Chatterbox. You been looking for me? I'd prefer not to visit the surface if I can help it. I don't want to run into any knights.
Now let's run back over here and check this last spot. Find Bullish.
I haven't seen your face before. You're clearly not from around here. You don't strike me as the thief or merchant type. I don't owe you money, do I?
No, I am a professor.
Oh, you're that new teacher everyone's been yapping about. And yet, you look younger than me. Weird. The name's Balthus, formerly of the Alliance. Don't beat around the bush, pal. You want my help, yeah? Can't blame ya. Look, I get it. You're the new professor. You've got a lot on your plate. You need backup? I'm your guy. Fine, you've talked me into it. But I'm gonna need you to sweeten the deal, if you catch my drift.
I'd love you to join.
Beautiful. Now about that sweetening. I'll need to attend your classes whenever the mood strikes. I get bored from time to time, all cooped up.
So he's joined our house.
Well, did you come all the way here just to stare at my rippling abs, or did you want something? If you're gonna ask me for help on the surface, it better be real important. I try not to go up there unless I absolutely have to.
And here's the Pogan Altar. You can trade materials for renown at the Pogan Altar. You may find additional uses as you make use of the influencer's services. So we can offer an item if we want. So let's say if we offer, say, one of our seeds, we can get 5 points of renown per seed we offer. I'm probably going to use this at the during the one of the last possible chapters of each route to get some renown. As money and such does not carry over, so I'll spend it on items to use on renown. But you can also offer renown to get items, such like weapons, typically rare weapons and harder weapons to get that the shop don't really stock up on much, and even some forge stuff. You can even get some items here, some pretty good items, some seals. You can also get an exclusive seal called the Abyssium Exam Pass, which allows people that can class change into special type of classes. Each member of the Ashen Wolves, if I remember correctly, comes with a seal, so that way they can eventually class change into the classes they themselves introduce in the Cinder's Shadows DLC.
Such an innocent face you have. This isn't a place for innocent people. Especially not if you're carrying money.
What's that? So let's go speak with this professor. Now I don't know if this guy... Speak to the mysterious seeds to see how your allies have grown, taking part in activities with Byleth.
What do you require?
Now I don't know if this is the professor that they said that ran away when the bandits attacked. I wouldn't be surprised if he was supposed to be in Byleth's position, but he ended up here instead.
What's that?
Anyway, we fully explored... Oh right, I have to port this into Yuri to count it as complete.
I owe you.
How'd it go? Even though he lost his job, he was widely recognized for his skill and knowledge. I do say you could trust his analysis. So let's go back to the monastery.
Thank you so much.
You have my gratitude.
Thanks.
Wish this would load faster though.
Thanks.
So let's run down here because if I remember, the sign-up sheet should be hiding in a bush, if I remember correctly. Now let's just teleport all the way back to the cathedral and cash in these 2 quests.
My savior.
Thank you for your assistance. I am sure more music lovers around the monastery, so feel free to invite anyone to participate in choir practice. I'll make all the necessary preparations when the time comes. So let's invite people for choir. Let's bring Bolus and Lawrence.
I'm not good, but I'm loud. You might want to run for cover.
Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
So students that you do choir with will gain faith, a little bit of faith, while you will also gain a bit of faith and also some authority.
So, well done. You have my...
So the rumors are spreading still. It may be ill-advised to move against fellow followers of the faith. Even so, this is good information to have. I thank you. Alright, that should be everyone we've talked to, so let's warp ourselves to the kitchen. Apparently I missed talking to Lissa. Where... Lylia... There she is. Hiding behind a pillar.
Way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Were you just eavesdropping on me?
Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age. Yes? I'm actually very busy right now. If you're here to ask a favor, please ask someone else.
Seems this person isn't interested yet, so she wants magic and faith.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you for sharing in the culinary arts with me. I can tell you have an exceptional taste and must truly enjoy making matter of all food, as much as you do eating it. You're welcome to use the kitchen in whenever you please. So let's cook with one of the students. Let's cook with Ash. Ash, so we can build up our friendship with him. Let's have some blessed jelly.
I love to cook. What are we making today? Is that so? I have a lot of experience in the kitchen. I can make just about anything. Wow.
So we got plus temporary luck up. So let's spend our remaining activity points on the students. Let's do Leone. No. Happy.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Wow, this is all kinds of tasty.
Let's have more food. Ignatz. And Mercedes.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
See what else we can make. Invite you, Ingrid. Let's invite Yuri.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
I've eaten many meals in my time, but this is divine.
Let's see, let's get Bolus and Felix.
My favorite meal at my favorite cost. Free. Gotta love this place.
That looks appetizing.
Let's have some jerky.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
I realized it after I got to the monastery. Nobody in Fargus knows how to cook.
Let's have some 2 fish. Up contents. Let's get Livicia.
Ooh, exquisite! This is exactly the meal I've been craving.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
And let's have one last meal. Spicy flamingo. Yeah, let's invite her.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite. I would be liking that greatly.
All our activity points. Don't have supports with anybody, so let's finish exploring.
Have you not been told what's expected from lectures here? Well, I can tell you how it works based on what I've heard from other professors.
When you instruct your students, they gain skill experience. As their skill experience level increases, they will gain access to new abilities and combat arts. The number of people you can instruct is indicated by your activity points at the top of the screen. When you set up a group task, students will continue the task until you change it. After the first round of instruction of each month, your students may come to you with a question. They will be motivated if they like your answer.
Before starting a lecture, it's a good idea to determine everyone's academic goals. Students will want to prioritize studying things that will help them achieve their aim.
Students study on their own and earn skill experience according to their skill goals. Results are reported at the end of each week. You can alter students' goals at any time through the goal menu.
It's probably easier to get good results if you instruct students based on their interests and specialties. Of course, that doesn't mean it's pointless to teach someone things unrelated to their personal goals as well. By looking beyond their preferences, some students may find they're interested in fields they've never previously considered.
A 3-star marked arc next to a skill indicates that you can unlock a bundling talent after a certain amount of instruction. Once you unlock a bundling talent, that person will go to excel in that particular skill. They may even earn a new ability or combat arts.
A student's goals may change based on their studies or the experience they gain while on missions. When that happens, perhaps you could help them decide what new goals they should set for themselves.
As a student improves for instruction and personal study, they may approach you with a suggestion for new goals. Whether to accept their suggestion or not is completely up to you. Feel free to guide your students among the paths of your own choosing.
How motivated a student is will affect how well your tutoring goes. To help cultivate their motivation, I think it's a good idea to interact with your students as much as possible. Please try your best to motivate everyone, so that they, in turn, will try hard with their assignments and activities.
You can instruct students with high motivation more frequently. One way to increase motivation is to interact with your students around the monastery.
At the Officers Academy, students are encouraged to engage in various activities in and around the monastery. If you instruct your students to work together as a team, it will help to deepen their bonds and produce better results.
You can assign one group task each week. Students who take part will earn skill experience based on your choice. They will also get gold and resources by completing the tasks. The result of the group will depend on the students' strengths and weaknesses and affinity for one another.
Have you heard about the certification exams? They take place every month. Everyone here is working hard to become a certain type of soldier, and those tests are how you can check to see how far we've come. In order to pass the exam, you need to train enough to become whatever class you're aiming for. Take care to develop your students strategically so that they can pass their certification exams.
When you pass certification exam, you can change to a new class. Benefits of higher tier classes include increased stats and growth rates. So let's start instructing. Let's start with Yuri. So I want you to work on your faith, most of all.
Thanks for the tips.
Perfect!
Can't say I'm surprised.
When you get a perfect, you can praise them, which gives them a little bit of motivation.
Thanks for the tips.
I want you to work on your faith. See, who else should I do? Bernie. Up your lance a little bit.
I did pretty well today.
Yeah, lance one more time.
I did pretty well today.
Alright. let's have you work on your faith.
I am beginning to understand. I appreciate your coaching.
Petra, let's work on your bow. You think you would have good bow skills since you're a hunter,
Your guidance was greatly useful.
given the kingdom you're from. See, let's work on your horse a little bit.
Would you look at that?
One last. Definitely work on your faith.
Pretty well today.
Alright, group tasks. Let's put people on stable duty. So, Bernadetta. Let's pair you up with Yuri. See everybody's goals. I want to change that sword into faith. Because you're mostly a magic user. Yuri, I want to change your authority into faith for the time being. Same thing with you, Boltus. I'll change axe into faith. Yeah, I think I'll leave everyone as is for the time being.
Question for you.
Such interesting ideas you have, Professor. But tell me this. What would you do if you were given the task of teaching a subject that you yourself did not understand? I do my best to explain the gist of it at least. I take time to study the subject before teaching it.
That was surprisingly reasonable.
Hey, pal.
Oh, well, I already changed you to brawling and faith, but sure, why not?
You and I, working together, alone,
If you've got time to whine, you've got time to work. Otherwise, this won't ever get done.
I don't care if it never gets done, but I don't want to be stuck here forever. Okay, let's get to work.
Well, it wasn't perfect, but it all worked out in the end, yeah?
Sure, great. I only had 3 panic attacks, so yeah, pretty good day. I'd never have learned this back in my room.
It's still got room to grow.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Raphael's birthday. Let's get him flowers. And with that, we'll end the episode here today. So in the next episode, seems like we're going to be going into a battle. So if you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos. It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. And share the video so more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later.